Hey everybody, I hope you are all doing well on this fine Tuesday evening. So yesterday, Jamie and we bought a carrier for Ezra so that we can do chores while holding him, or we can go for a walk and use it rather than using a stroller, especially if we want to go more of like hiking. And so yesterday the weather was great again, as it is today. And so we went on another short walk. And so we got to try the carrier out for the first time. But it turns out that Buddy was a little small for it, as the carrier covered a chunk of his face. There's Buddy sticking out of, of his carrier there. Just wanted to show you guys that picture. Hopefully provide you guys with some humor in this Tuesday evening. But today I started a new book entitled Don't Sing Songs to a Heavy Heart by Kenneth Haugk. I have no idea if that's how you pronounce it or not, but it's a book that Pastor Scott Ross used in his session at Ministers Conference back in February. And the premise of the book is found in Proverbs chapter 25, verse 20, and it states, "Whoever sings songs to a heavy heart is like one who takes off a garment on a cold day and like vinegar on soda." I'll read that again. "Whoever sings songs to a heavy heart is like the one who takes off a garment on a cold day and like vinegar on soda." And again, that's kind of the whole premise of Kenneth Haugk's book, as this book is entitled "Don't Sing Songs to a Heavy Heart." But the author kind of paraphrases that, as he says, the passage could read like this: "As uncaring as it is to rip off someone's coat on a cold day, as messy as it becomes when you pour vinegar on baking soda, you can expect the same kind of results if you say cheery things to a person with a heavy heart." And so the idea behind this idea is that if someone is in a state of hurting, don't try to comfort them with cheery things. If you do so, it could be just about as productive as taking off clothes in a cold day or trying to mix vinegar with baking soda. It's not going to work well saying nice, cheery, cheesy things to someone in a state of hurting. But rather, as Paul writes in Romans chapter 12, verse 15, we should rejoice with those who rejoice and mourn with those who mourn. So when someone you know is in a state of hurting, I would not suggest trying to encourage them with a bright, cheesy saying like it's going to be better on the other side or whatever it may be. I wouldn't necessarily encourage you to do that. This can give the message that you are belittling the turmoil that they are currently going through. But rather, I would encourage you to just be there for them. Rejoice when they rejoice, but also mourn when they mourn. Be there for them in their state of mourning. We are a body of believers. When one member of the body is in a state of hurt, then the other member should feel it as well. The author used the illustration of stubbing your toe. When you stub your little pinky toe, which can seem like just about the worst thing in the world at that time, your whole body feels the pain. It's not just your pinky toe, but your whole body feels the pain, and your whole body attempts to alleviate the pain. And so that's kind of a good illustration to show us that when one member of the body of Christ is in a state of hurting, we should all seek to put ourselves in their shoes and seek to comfort them and to make them feel better. And so I find this reading, Don't Sing Songs to a Heavy Heart, to be quite timely, as a lot of people are going through a difficult time right now with the coronavirus. And the last thing that a lot of them want to hear is us trying to cheer them up with some cheesy statement. Rather, I would encourage you all to rejoice, again, rejoice with those who rejoice and mourn for those who mourn. Rejoice with those who rejoice and mourn with those who mourn. And I hope these words from Kenneth Haugk can help you minister to those who are in a state of hurting. Thank you. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I will see you later on in this week.